So according to Yale Center on Aging, currently in the United States, 15% of our population is at the age of 65 years or older. By 2030, this is expected to increase to 20%, which will lead us kind of into what they like to call a silver tsunami. They also like to mention too that individuals who are put into some sort of assisted care facility have a large shift of environment, which is an intangible factor, and then are hit with tangible factors that cannot be controlled by that. They also like to note too that over 12.5 billion hours per year are spent on care to individuals that are in the home, and that's a big impact on society, and so we'd like to alleviate some of that time and allow those hours to go back into our community as well as put back into family time. So we have come up with assisted home care, and I'm Lauren.
Addie.
And I'm Tim.
So before I propose our specific problem pain statement, I want to give you guys a few statistics that really highlight this issue. First, like the baby boomer generation is reaching that retirement stage, so that just shows that this is a societal problem that's reaching its peak point. In Evansville specifically, 15.5% of the population is 65 years of age or older, so that's a pretty large number of our population. 53% is the number of impaired senior citizens who own a home. That is over half of the population in that age do that, and it's a big statistic showing that there is a want to stay in the home and that we need to target the care in the home. There's a 2 in 3 chance that a senior citizen will become physically impaired in their lifetime, so it's a pretty big statistic also showing staying in the home. And then 80% of eligible, whether or not they are impaired or not, will own a home in their lifetime. And then our problem pain statement is that there is a lack of housing adaptation advisors for the power of attorney, family members, or the client themselves to utilize and create a personalized assisted living plan to stay in the comfort of their own home after a mental or physical illness.
So next we've come up with our solution. So this solution includes providing elderly clients a tailored in-home consultation to meet the needs of their physical or mental disabilities or issues that they're having, to give them that special modification that they're looking for. This would allow them to have a prolonged lifestyle in the comfort of their own home. And then we move on to our distinctive traits and what makes us unique. So initially we would provide that simplified solution. We would go on to allowing the elderly individuals to feel safe in the comfort of their own home. The consultation is offering a targeted solution to allow for those modifications. And then there's also the incentives, which are tax breaks that a homeowner can use. I know the majority of the larger name brands offer a 10% discount if you go in and do these modifications. And then it's allowing us to have collaborative partnerships with numerous local businesses and just bringing that back into the community.
So you talk about our primary target being the person who's specifically receiving the care, but we also are focusing on someone who has just physical limitations or is handicapped and just needs a home fit to them because they can't live in a basic house. We've accessed these targets based on our people we've reached out to, and this is Randall Yoder, a construction entrepreneur, who says that not all houses are fit to people who are handicapped, and not all construction companies can work with them. And then we have on to the physical therapist and says that a lot of people can't get out of their house, so they have to come to them. So just again showing the need in the home. And then so our product service differentiation, we're kind of comparing ourselves, which would be a home adaptation consulting company, to a construction company. And some key differences that I want to highlight is that we are ADA compliant, which not all construction companies are, and then we are also be able to give these certain safety features which construction companies cannot. And then we will be able to target specific pricing and give them a solution that they need, so giving them that high quality, low cost that they want.
So looking at our business model canvas, the first point we want to point out is, like we said, connecting those senior citizens with a tailored living solution. So collecting that and giving it to them as a whole package in that aspect. The first thing we want to look at is, for our consultation program, we're going to want a algorithm and a report and a platform to manage these customers, as well as the information that we're working with them on. So we wanted to work with the AME group. They will be able to give us both the software and hardware to obtain that situation there in the digital realm. With that, we also want to look at the actual construction of these adaptations in the home. So initially we want to look at subcontracting that out. That is a large upfront cost to start working on those and building those. So we want to look at subcontracting with Home Envy to begin with, to do the actual quote-unquote grunt work of doing those adaptations. In the future, we will hope to have a partner in our own company that would do that for us specifically. The other thing I want to point out is our customer channels. We want to use word of mouth and pamphlets quite a bit with like hospitals and the physical therapy offices in the area, so that they can give us that affirmation to those senior citizens who we want to target with our customer segment specifically. Those other, like family members and other hospital patients, are a factor, but our target market is the senior citizens. They will then hopefully, in essence, want to build a long-term goal or relationship with us, and then in turn send more people out to get a home inspection by us or consultation program with us. That brings us to the other factor, is that we need to get our consultants to have that ACTCP certification with the ADA, so that they can go out and say, okay, for you guys to have these certifications or have this guarantee on your house, you need to have these things in place. So that's the big thing there. We also want to look at the security systems with Nest Technologies to have them work with our smart systems, because they have everything from smart door locks to security cameras to even a smart thermostat. Finally, just our value proposition is for senior citizens who need home adaptation assistance, our initial consultation will provide a defined solution to their home care situation. Unlike a construction company, our consultation and construction provides a tailored solution. Overall, we want to decrease that level of assistance required. Like we said, there's 20.5 billion hours of assisted home care that's not paid for, and that's by loved ones or people around that. So that is a big factor that we want to decrease that level of assistance.